What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be playing around with an exclusive look at New Arc Line, which is a cRPG that's fashioning itself after something like Arcanum, from what I understand. Hasn't been a whole lot of information on this title. It just slid into my inbox with a beta branch from the developers asking if I wanted to check it out. So I figured I'd spend about 30 minutes today and we'll take a look at it. So let's dive on in. I got a link for you down below in the description if you want to wishlist it. I've also got a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream just in case you wanted to hang out live. But let's do a new game. At the beginning of the title, we get to pick between, let's see here, what do we have going on? We can be humans, we can be elves. Okay, sounds like a plan. This guy's got like a pretty serious battle rig going on right now. What do we have as far as classes go? It looks like we've got a voodoo shaman, and it looks like we've got a diesel engineer. I'll probably go with the diesel engineer, in all honesty, but let me customize my character real fast, because I'll be damned before I play an elf. There's no dwarf option, so I'm a little bit out in the wind there. But let me make my character real fast. Character creation seems reasonably in-depth. You can mess around with things like lip color and things of that nature if you really want to. Not a lot of portraits to go from, though. I definitely recommend a lot more portraits to play around with before the game releases. But we'll go with the diesel engineer. It looks like we could take a trait down here. What do these traits actually do? So we can be a monster hunter. That gives us more damage versus monsters. It looks like we can be a thief mediator, which gives us sleight of hand and stealing and a little bit of wisdom. Okay, so there's a number of things here that'll just kind of like modify what our character's good at. So I gave us a rough little spread right here. The stats do more or less what you expect them to do. Strength is for like melee fighting, dexterity and perception for ranged fighting, constitution for HP. Intellect, it says it's your critical hit chance, and it's important for using voodoo weapons, I guess. So I could probably take that down a little bit. I figured as an engineer I'd probably be a little bit smarter, but then again, I've never kicked it with a lot of engineers as a geologist. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and we'll just bump that up a little bit, and maybe we'll give ourselves like a little bit more perception right there. It looks like we also need Tesla technology for intellect, but I was kind of thinking we were just going to go for steam weapons. Like I want my like rotary steam machine gun just unloading on the enemy there. Looks like we've also got skill points we can play around with down here, which I haven't applied yet. So I've gone ahead and given myself observation. I've given myself a little bit of mockery, I guess, so that I can make fun of people good. I've got insight and I've got diesel tech, and we'll just kind of see how that plays out as we go through the game.
The interminable voyage from the old world is finally over, and the relentless seasickness has at last slackened its grip. You inhale deeply and let the warm sea breeze fill your senses. The cries of gulls fill the air, alongside the chatter of folk on the bustling docks. Your heart quickens with anticipation as you take that first decisive step off the gangway. The new world awaits. But before you're free to embrace this new chapter in your life, there's the customs officer to deal with. A young man in an ill-fitting uniform presides, papers strewn before him on the wooden tabletop. With an air of long-practiced indifference, he begins to read from a crumpled form.
Good day to you, sir or madam. Let me be the first to welcome you to the new world. A place without poverty, hunger, or war. A place where everyone can achieve their dreams, etc., etc. You can become anyone you wish in the new world. A warrior, a magician, the president. Together we can make this the perfect home for everyone. A place where anything... Please, pass me your documents and join the line.
Alright.
We are happy to welcome another human to the new world. People like you adapt quickly and are always in demand for every type of work. You'll find lots of opportunity here. Please step forward for a customs check. We need to make sure you're not carrying anything illegal.
Alright.
Surface inspection indicates the new arrival is not a magical being, has no visible signs of corruption, and no evident symptoms of the Iron Plague. Nor do I observe any kind of smoke, magical glow, unusual light refraction, or other manifestations of illegal or unregistered magical artifact. Looks like we're done here. head on through, and good luck in the new world.
In the new world!
Join any magical terrorist organizations. Have a good day.
What a strange sentence to end on. Like, you enter into a location and the first thing they say to you is like, listen, man, you're welcome here, but don't join any terrorist organizations. Are you guys having that much of a serious problem with terrorist organizations just poaching people straight off the boat, bro? Are there things I need to know about? Am I gonna get machine gunned walking down the street by some maniac in a fancy hat? Apparently, maybe I'm supposed to meet Mick Mortensen. Is there a meeting point near here?
I have no idea who Mick Mortensen is, but the meeting point is over there. You can ask around for him, I guess. Okay, take care.
Alright, it remains a mystery. Oh, I got a perk. Why the policeman himself cannot see the contrast between the alleged rights of locals and reality. The urge to laugh at what you have heard puts you in a playful mood. Your mockery has been increased by 5. Sweet, dude. I've always been good at mockery. So here we are in the new world. I skipped out on like a 25-minute tutorial that was at the beginning of this because it was really dialogue heavy and it wasn't particularly engaging. There was no combat or anything else, and it doesn't seem to have anything to do with what's happening right now. It was kind of like a weird flashback or something. So anyways, that was edited on out. And let us take our first steps into the new world. The game's pretty. I mean, it looks really alive. Kind of reminds me of BioShock, in all honesty. It's definitely got like that BioShock Infinite sort of thing going on right here. I don't know if it's worth it to talk to any of these people. Let's just head on down the road. This game has a fixed camera, so I can't fly around like isometric style like you can in other games. It's like fixed to your character. So let's just head out this way and see if we can find Mick Mortensen, because he's supposed to be our best buddy or something.
Feeling lucky, folks? Place your bets on Michael Mortensen. Odds are 5-1 against.
You're certain that fellow holding the Crimson Arrow sign just announced the very person you're supposed to meet on the docks?
Must be a heavy sign because that dude is jacked. What does that guy eat for dinner? Just like creatine and protein and like all the tren he can possibly get into his system? And let's go see if we can find Mick over here. Soundscape's pretty good though too. Like, it feels like you're hanging out like an active wharf or like a boardwalk where stuff's happening. Damn, did he just hit him with knuckles? That seems like it should be like against the rules. It looked like he had brass knuckles on, dude.
Damn. That brawl was a real cracker. Up until your grand entrance, that is. My sniffer feels like a plate of mashed taters now. And I'm not loving it. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're here. But you could have chosen a less no-stumping moment, huh?
That's my bad, bro. That's my bad.
It's not your fault, mate. Everything will be okay. Hey, worst case scenario, I'll buy myself a beer or 3. All right. It seems we got off to a bit of a rocky start. Let's wipe the slate clean. Mr. Simon told me a little bit about you. Now it's time I introduce myself. Name's Michael Mortensen, but mostly folks call me Mick Rosie. I work for Mr. Simon, managing his business affairs now and then. And you?
Apparently I am Car Earthshaker, which is a hell of a name right there. Maybe I'll give that one to my first son.
Well met indeed. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. In the new world, everyone's got a debt hanging over their head. Me, for example, I have to get you to Mr. Simon. But there's a snag. I took a beating, and now I owe Ernie. Ernie's the bloke with the purse and the trusty notebook. Don't take this the wrong way, mate. Not holding a grudge or anything. But I got knocked out because of you. It's a bit of a tangled tale. But now it's you who's got a debt to settle with Ernie. And we're not going anywhere until that's taken care of. You follow me?
I mean, look at the size of him. What am I gonna do? Be like, nah, bro, and like shove him or something like that? We're getting shook down, but we're getting shook down by Zangief himself. And so, like, when this guy stands up, he, like, towers over me. On top of that, he's built like a brick shithouse. So I feel like we're kind of, like, stuck. Where can I get $300?
You're in the port, buddy. To make a few dollars, you can try your luck with some portside gamblers, indulge in a bit of pickpocketing, or maybe just rummage through a few bags, the usual routine. If you're feeling adventurous and want to reel in a bigger catch, have a chat with Ernie and consider stepping into the ring with Grotwee the Crusher. But I'll be straight with you. He's a tough nut to crack.
Alright, I'm definitely not getting in the ring with Grotbutt the Destroyer, or whatever his name was. That just feels like an idea that's going to backfire on me since I have no melee skills. And if you're afraid of him, look at the size of you. How big is this guy? Let's rummage around for a minute. Oh, damn, Giant, I thought he'd win. Hey, you want to go toe-to-toe with Grotwee the Crusher? The winnings are substantial. Can you release Mick, dude? Not a chance, my friend. The fella's got a hefty debt to settle, and he still has to fight his way out of it. He's not going anywhere until every penny's accounted for. Well, I ain't going in that ring. I'm just letting you know that there is no chance of me going in there. There's $2 and, I guess, some self-tapping screws inside the bin over there. There's an entire gun and also $3 inside of theirs, so I'll go ahead and take that. What's up with my inventory right now? Can I go into the ring with Grotbutt the Destroyer with my gun? Because if I can go into the ring with him with a gun, I think I mean, it's still a close distance, and I can't guarantee I'm going to hit that first shot, but, like, I don't know. Looks like there's some more stuff to loot over here, but given the loot we've already grabbed, getting 300 bucks seems unlikely. Now, we got some shoes, and we got $2. All right, we are a percentage of the way to where we're trying to go right now. What about what's going on with this? A voodoo stick. I mean, that's $13 more, man. What do I have right now? I have $37. Is it like a vendor or something around here? I'm not selling my gun, though. This gun is special to me. It's the first thing that I have stoled in a new land, and it needs to stay with me forever and have a name. Some more screws and $1. Okay. He said I could pickpocket people. Let's try that out. I failed at pickpocketing, so something bad's gonna happen, right? Oh, I found Loot Valhalla over here. Look at all this stuff over here, dude. We found the good stuff. All right. Let me crack off a quick save real fast and just kind of like see what I get. What the hell is that thing? Shoot it? Yeah, that's a rat right there? Dude, that's a sizable rat. What else can I do? I got 1 AP left, so I can either, like, reload my rifle. I can surprise blow it. Let's do surprise blow that rat. There you go. Perfect. The rat will never see it coming. End my turn? Ah, dude! Calm yourself. I'm gonna reload this rifle. You're about to have a bad day, son. Bop! Pistol whip. Yeah, I was victorious over the rat. I am the king of rat slaying. Is there anything else laying around over here? What's up inside this box? We've got a magic scroll, we've got some wine, and we've got 50 bucks. I'm gonna take that, and then there's a guy over there. Some people, like, while I've been running around looting people's things that they rightfully own, some people have confronted me about it. I'm going to be clear about it. Like, they have little emotes above their heads where they're like, hey, back off. And so I haven't been pushing my luck too much by looting things that are near people. But my luggage is supposed to be over here somewhere. And it's $28. How much do I have now? I got 122 bucks and some stuff I can sell. Nice, dude. I'll take a little bit of armor. The moonshine ain't doing nothing for me right now. I got 10 XP for killing a rat. I'm basically the hero of the story already. What's inside this box? 30 bucks. I'll take it. I'll take it. Can I talk to that guy to, like, get him out of here? What's in this box? Health potions and stuff. Nice. Does my health come back after combat? Like, does it fully restore? I'm guessing your health comes back after combat. Do I loot this thing? Sure. Oh, an angry man confronts you. You better have an explanation. You think stealing is a joke, punk? Get ready for some not-so-funny consequences. I can 50-50 distract him, or I can deceive him, but I'm not very good at either. I'm going to try the 50%. Hey, I succeeded! All right. Sorry, there's a bunch of shady characters hanging around today. Good luck finding your bag. My luggage isn't here. Well, thanks for telling me that after I just got accosted by the guards and also assaulted by the world's largest, most ravenous dachshund, bro. All right, is there like a merchant around here that I can sell stuff to? Because I might be able to push the 300 with just what I have in my inventory right now. I guess we could also try pickpocketing. I guess I could save my... Yeah, let's pickpocket this giant guy that can probably kick my ass. All right, so pickpocketing. We have 19 points right now that we can play around with. So take items out and leave before move points run out. You start on the exit slot where you must finish or return to finish a minigame. Click on a slot and wait until your marker reaches it. Hover a cursor over a slot to see how many points it costs to get there. Okay. What is that, like a spring? Let's move over to here. I'll take the $1 for sure. Do I have to get back out of here? I think I do. Move back over this way. Grab that. And then get out of there. $3 and 3 small springs. So stealing has its own minigame. And also kind of a cool little minigame. Does anything bad happen when I fail to sleight of hand people? Damn, dude. What I've learned here today is take sleight of hand skill. That's what I learned. Damn, I'm a massive failure. This doesn't feel good. What does this lady want? The sounds of weeping grow louder and then quieter. Passers-by cast cautious glances at the crying woman, yet no one approaches her. Jim, my Jimmy, I'm such a terrible mother. It's apparent that she's been shedding tears here for quite some time. Her cheeks have swelled up from the relentless weeping. Observing closely, you spot a child's glove clutched in the woman's hands. Evidently, she was in the company of a child. I like how it's making active skill checks, and it seems like there's a good variety of them, too. What happened and who's Jim? My son, we arrived on the ship and he vanished. A fresh cascade of tears. What does he look like? I'll help you find him. He's shorter than kids of his age. I always tell him breakfast is important, but he doesn't listen. The woman lets out another sob and composes herself. Blonde hair. He's blonde and he's wearing a red vest, and he's very frightened right now. Okay, blonde hair, red vest. I'm only doing this for the potential reward, though. I'm that kind of adventurer. I never, ever, ever go without a quest reward, and I need you to understand that. What is this guy? Apparently, he just shines my shoes. Okay. Inside this area, it says the kid's around here somewhere. Let me talk to the barker and see if he's seen him around. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the glorious new world. The grand, vibrant, and unparalleled festive fair awaits you. My dear friends, this great nation was carved out of the very earth with the might of steam, the power of guns, and the combustion of petrol. But remember, to truly conquer this land requires skill, precision, and a keen eye. Do you have what it takes, traveler from a distant land? Care to put your mettle to the test? Then try your hand for a few dollars, a pittance. Win big and take home a prize that will be the envy of all of your kin. Come on now, don't be shy. I mean, it looks like it's a gun game. I'm good at guns. So I can examine the gun, I can shoot the aim, or I've got a 100% chance to use screws to fix this thing and avoid misfires. Okay, I think we can do that, and then we got a 100% chance right there for the sleight of hand. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, we have a champion among us. That was a display of remarkable precision. Heartiest congratulations to you, esteemed sir. Step forward and claim your prize. 150 bucks. That gets us closer to the oh, it gives us the 300 we need. All right, now all I got to do is find this kid around here. So the game does tell you, like, exactly where to go for your quest, so that's good. Let's ask around about this kid, and then we'll see if we can get him back to his mom so that we can make a little bit of cash. Or maybe just be a good person, but I don't care about that last one. If you're hoping to get in, stand in line. I don't want to stand in line. I'm more important than that. Oh, it looks like I need to get through first. All right, well, let's go wake up Mick then, because I've got his money. Settle this debt over here with the bookmaker. Can you release Mick? Well, I mean, I've got the money, dude. Okay, I guess I don't give the money to him. Maybe I give it to Mick. Let's find out.
Already back? Spill the beans, mate. Ernie's not gonna release me until we settle that debt.
All right, here's your 300 bucks, dude.
Splendid. We can go now. By the way, where's your suitcase? Mr. Simon said you would have one. Did you pick it up yet?
I checked the pier, and there's no sign of it.
Blast it all. All right. Let's take a look at the luggage belt then. It's got to be there.
Okay. Luggage belt we go. Oh, dude, look how big my friend is. Dude, I'm gonna shake down everybody with a friend that big. Although, we exist in a world where everyone has a gun, and so bigness kind of loses its advantages in a world where someone can just pop you with a 10mm slug, you know what I mean?
A police officer in a flashy tech outfit stands on the stoop, engaged in a quiet tete-a-tete with a man. For some reason, this piques Mick's interest.
Listen up, partner. I gotta sort a little something out with Jimmy. But I'll be back in 2 shakes, don't you worry.
Aye, man.
I had a feeling we were gonna get along. Hey, Jimmy, my man.
The cop startles at Mick's exclamation, his countenance darkening as he looks up at the imposing giant. It's abundantly clear that he's less than thrilled by Mick's appearance.
What do you want, Mortensen?
Jimmy, you owe me a little something. And since I'm in the neighborhood, I thought I'd cash in.
The policeman's face grows another shade darker as he forces a smile onto his face.
Yeah, I think we need to have a little one-on-one off the record.
The policeman nods pointedly in your direction. The policeman's eyes are darting about, and he's breathing in harsh gasps.
I'm just gonna chill.
Without ever taking his eyes off the policeman's, Mick wordlessly extends an open hand. Jimmy hesitates, but only briefly, his gaze snapping from the towering giant to you, then back again. Finally, he lets out a long, reluctant sigh and drops the mysterious package into Mick's massive palm.
Damn it, Mortensen. Here, take it and gag on it, you bastard.
Mick grins with satisfaction.
And keep this between you and me, all right? Not a word to another living soul.
I understand. I'm not a kid in short pants, you know.
We all good here?
Hold on a sec. There's something I've got to take care of.
Oh my god.
Mick carefully unwraps the parcel to reveal a tiny heap of crystalline powder. It shimmers with different colors in the sunlight.
Orphan. I'd have never made it through the mines without it. I was popping every single day. The work was that brutal. Thankfully, one of them flying critters was a friend of mine.
Mick expertly snorts up a dose of orphan, and a blissful grin takes over his face.
Feel like giving it a shot? It'll toughen you up.
Orphan is a potent drug which amps up your strength and reactions, but leads to a painful aftermath later. Moreover, it's highly addictive.
Cool, man, cool. So my homie's on angel dust right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pass, and I think you shouldn't do it either, bro. Clean up your life.
No idea what you're passing up, pal.
Let's just walk through the gate, bro. This took entirely too long. We got stuff we need to accomplish out here. Looks like I can loot something over here. Hold on, what do we got here? A charming classic. Okay, all right. I'll put on the charming classic hat. Let's do it. Oh yeah, look at that, dude. I got my own fedora. Sweet, dude. Jason Mraz, here I come. I needed to ask the flower girl and a couple other people about that missing kid, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. What you got over here? Some thief's gloves? Yeah, I'll take those too. I ain't got nothing on my hands right now. I like how your gear actually gives you modifiers to the skill checks that are coming up so frequently. Like, it's very apparent that this game is going to be super save scummable just due to the fact that there's so many skill checks, and I mean, I'm the kind of person that gets curious about what happens if I don't fail the skill check. There is a vendor over here. I could probably get some money lined up. Let's see. Let me see what you got. It looks like he's just selling dwarvish beer. I can't do voodoo magic, so you can just, like, have that. Anything that gets my coffers filled out a little bit. I also got them extra boots right there that I'll throw your way. Magic scroll. I don't know if that's going to be useful anytime soon either, but I never use consumables in video games anyways, so I might as well just sell them all. Can I put those in my pockets, though, just in case I need them? Alright, so I got a couple healing potions on me right now. Let's go see the boss man and see what kind of crazy stuff happens over here. Take that dollar. You want my stuff? Fine, take it. Yeah, what are you going to do, talk to Big Mick? Exactly. We stomp this yard. We're in charge out here. Another suitcase full of clothes, but a shiny object peeking out from inside catches your attention. Inspect it. There's a sizable and oddly shaped object, the outline of which is sticking slightly out of the lid. I'll just take it for right now because I don't think I can get into it. Alright, this guy over here. Let's see if we can get our suitcase. What? A dwarf never cries, unless somebody spills the beer.
Wine bottle, each a testament to his despair. As you draw closer, a noxious but familiar odor wafts over you, the acrid tang of vodka, the cheapest of spirits. Totally plastered, the dwarf is wallowing in his mood.
He's about to wallow in Mick's fist if he doesn't fix this thing.
Me! Damn it! What do you want? Your bags? Nobody cared a fig about Finley McClatchy as long as everything was working. Nobody! Only when it all broke down did they start going, Finley, can you help me with my suitcase? Finley, can you find my purse? What do you want? Let me guess. Is it luggage? I just bet you want some fucking luggage.
Yes, that's why people come to baggage claim, is to get their luggage. Maybe I can persuade him. Oh, I do have a bottle of wine. Let's try this out. It's a rough roll. I failed. All right.
No one does.
I don't want any trouble. Here's a bottle of wine, bro.
It's like this. Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III arrived in town 2 days ago. He's a famous theater director. There's been a shutdown at the station, and Mr. Parisi was invited to entertain any new arrivals until it's sorted out. I wanted to be an actor my whole life! Woo! To be so adored that whenever people saw me, they would smile. You know what I mean?
I weirdly do.
The chance of a lifetime for me! But he just grabbed his suitcase and walked on by, didn't even glance in my direction. I'm so plain. I wasn't worth the least bit of his attention.
Okay, so maybe he was in a hurry.
Oh my God, I'm such a fool. I should have thought of that. How could I ever think poorly of Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III?
Okay, so I'm gonna go find this guy for you, but when I get back, you better have my suitcase.
Oh, thank you so much.
Like, I'm not hugely in the realm of solving your problems right now, but I'll give it the old college try, but also I'm gonna steal, like, everything over here. Thieves' gloves, bandit cap, magic scroll, sure. What else you got in here? Pretty good loot diversity so far, too. There's a lot of, like, little things to fiddle around with. Like, from some of the gameplay videos, I saw you could do, like, gun modding and crafting and, like, all kinds of random little things as well. I doubt we'll get to it today since this is just, like, a limited preview, taking a look at the game before it releases. But so far, production values here seem to be pretty decent. Like, the voice acting seems to be alright. The storyline thus far seems to be interesting. The setting is interesting. But I can identify with the dwarf. I got into YouTube thinking the same thing. And then it turns out everybody just hates on you, like, non-stop around the clock. So maybe don't hang your hopes on that particular peg. Jim? Oh, it's the little kid. Upon your approach, children scatter in fear. One boy remains standing before you, has a shock of blonde hair and is donning a vest. This is likely Jim, the boy you've been looking for. Notably, the vicinity is strewn with candy wrappers and small toys. Are you Jim? Oddly enough, he doesn't respond to your words. His vacant gaze seems to transcend your presence, lost in a distant unknown. He remains as still as stone, an eerie stillness that reflects profound fatigue. Examine, I guess we'll look at him. The boy is on the cusp of becoming an abhorred, as evidenced by peculiar marks on his form. His mother should know about it. Alright, well, let's go get his mom, but also I'm gonna loot all these containers. Ooh. What do those do? Old light boots? I don't care. If they sell, I'll take them. $3? Damn, everybody getting robbed today. I'm a terrible person. An iridescent ring. It's worth $100. Some swindler's pants. Well, what do these do? Oh, I already have swindler's pants on. Gotcha. I'd rather have the big iron, dude. Big iron, big iron. Alright, let's go get this kid's mom real fast and see if she can sort him out. The world design is gorgeous. Like, somebody really tried when doing this. It looks really, really good. Alright, Jimmy's mom, your kid's about to turn into a candy demon. I found him. Relief washes over her. Where is he? He's near the arch. Something weird is happening to him. Thank you for finding him. I can't express how grateful I am. She sobs intensely, then transitions to laughter. Please accept this. It's all I have to show my appreciation. $15? Hey, man. $15 is $15. Is the kid going to turn into a demon over here and I'm going to have to blap him in the face? Am I going to have to put down this child in front of his mother? He's not over here, so I'm going to guess that question will just remain unanswered. I thought I was going to have to deal with some kind of Hershey-laden hellbeast over here, and I guess not. This guy asked if I wanted to earn some money. I like money. Mister, push that damn cart over there. I'll give you $5 to do it in advance. No, $5 to push a cart? Was that like a bomb on it or something? What's the scam here? I'm from a big city. You can't fool me. All right? I've seen every hustle, every pickpocket, every random kind of just like confidence thing you can imagine, like just everywhere. You're not gonna get me. I'm gonna push the cart and then something bad is gonna happen. My luggage is laying over here, so I guess I'll grab that. We got your suitcase. Let's talk about the next issue, but in a quieter place. Is there anything inside of it? Can I like open it? It has a very important artifact inside of it. Okay. I'm gonna put on the deception hat over here. I feel like it gives me a much more devil-may-care noir look that pleases me more. To the quiet place with my giant juggernaut of a friend. Alright, now that we got your luggage, next phase. Because of recent problems with the train, the main gate is under police lockdown. Sneaking your bag through isn't gonna fly. That's where Red Simon's genius plan kicks in. You're gonna pose as part of a theater crew that's been hired to welcome in the newcomers. That's our move. I'm not an actor. You don't need to be an actor. Step into the shoes of the director's assistant. Easy. Okay, how easy is this gonna be? The troupe passes through Tatterholt Pole via the staff entrance. Nobody's gonna give your bag a second glance there. Okay, what's the plan? I've secured an assistant's badge for you. The theater director's going to be hanging around the square. Find out what he needs, run a few errands, then saunter right on through the gate for workers. Just like that. Alright. I guess this is the guy that I got to talk to for right now. Where's the theater director?
Sounds of a heated argument in the square, where a well-dressed dandy is shouting at a syndicate agent. Looks like things are about to get physical.
This is unthinkable! Absolutely not! I'm not going to do it! Your edits are a mockery of the performing arts!
Richard, it seems you misunderstood me.
Whoa, 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 not so fast, fella. It's Richard Maxwell Gracefield Paracy the Third to you! That's Paracy, with an E.
Of course. But you're deeply mistaken if you think we're asking your opinion on this. The head of the Eastern Syndicate must see the correct version of this play, the one we know he will enjoy. We've already made all the necessary changes. We hired you to direct this performance, and you will do what we tell you to do. Period.
This is positively scandalous. You're making me dizzy. I think I'm going to faint.
That's the end of this conversation. I trust we understand each other now.
Oh, my vision is going blurry. And my legs, they're failing me. Oh, I'm going to pass out.
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III closes his eyes and dramatically flops to the ground. The Syndicate envoy bends over and discreetly places a folder full of papers in the director's hands. Then, after spitting disdainfully to one side, he departs, leaving the director to his feigned unconsciousness.
You all right, mister?
As you watch, the director's right eye opens the merest crack, followed by the left, each lid rising cautiously. His gaze fixes upon you for a minute.
That imbecile is gone, right? The goddamn ass-licker. He's going to pay for trying to force his gibberish on me. A douchebag who's never even had a manicure. Can you believe it?
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III, in his characteristically nonchalant fashion, fans himself with a thick folder, yet his gaze remains locked on Mick.
Ah, Mickey, a radiant Rosie. And who's this you've got tagging along? I'm running a smidge low on those little pick-me-ups, right? But give me 2 sunrises and we'll be flying high again.
Richard, can't you ever keep your trap shut? That's got nothing to do with our business right now. Got it?
I see. What do you want then?
I'm your new assistant.
Assistant? I thought the world was going to end before you finally showed up. Where the heck have you been? No, don't answer that. I don't care. The whole place is going to hell. The local branch of the Syndicate wants to make changes to my script to please their big boss, the head of the Eastern Syndicate. My script of my play. They want to murder my entire artistic aesthetic with their propaganda. Moreover, there's no way the actors can learn new lines in such a short time. Especially these actors. Have you seen them around, by the way?
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III wrings his hands nervously, but when his gaze returns to you, his eyes come to a sharp focus.
Why are you still standing here? Why aren't you racing around solving my problems and carrying out my orders?
Okay, what's wrong with the actors?
Can't you see? They're all drunkens. I will never, I repeat, never work with a provincial troupe ever again. It's almost showtime, but I don't see them getting ready backstage. They're probably wandering around someplace in a daze. Find them. Here's a list with all their names.
All right, I might need a little bit of cash to help me out with this search.
Yes, of course. We don't have a budget for extra expenses, but I'll give you something out of my own pocket.
All right. I can also try to persuade him to hire the dwarf down on the dock.
Are you suggesting?
Oh, I critically failed. Okay. See, this is one of those situations where I would need to save scum because I really want to make my dwarfy buddy happy. But I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm enjoying this more than I expected to from the intro. So there's like a 20-minute tutorial, and it was awful, bro. I hated every second of it. It was just like the worst. It was all conversation, and it was just You'll see if you play through the intro tutorial. The intro tutorial area is just mind-numbing, at least it was for me. But once I got to this section, okay, I see what you're working with now. I see what's going on here. I've got my eye on this one. This is Newark Line, a game set in a steampunk magic meets technology world, where I guess we're some kind of petty hoodlum that hangs out with this giant Zangief guy that punches people in the face. We didn't really get to do too much combat so far. I would like to do that, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a particularly combat-heavy game. It seems like combat's in there and it works perfectly fine, but we haven't really seen a whole lot of fighting just yet, and so, that's okay, though. It's kept me engaged without combat for the last little bit, which is surprising because I can't stand RPGs that don't have combat. And so I had a good time with this one. I'm looking forward to future versions of it when it comes out. I'll definitely check it out. I'll see y'all later. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. This was Newark Line. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Thanks for hanging out, and that's about all I got for you. Bye, folks.